Hello students, standard 9. As we have already started with the standard 10 portion, uh, we have completed the Lok Sabha advantages of the Lok Sabha, all that's completed. In today's class, we'll do about the speaker. Okay, so here the speaker of the Lok Sabha, how the speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected. Speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected soon after the newly elected Lok Sabha meets for the first time. So, who elects the speaker? The members of the Lok Sabha. Okay, the members of the Lok Sabha. When? Soon after the newly elected Lok Sabha. When the new Lok Sabha is formed, the first task of the Lok Sabha is to elect the speaker. Okay, the first task of the Lok Sabha is to elect the speaker, and the speaker is elected. The speaker is elected. See here it is mentioned elected first time. Speaker is elected from among its own members. Okay. So speaker is elected from among its own members. So here till the new speaker is not elected, who shoulders the responsibility of the Lok Sabha? It is the old speaker. So till the new speaker is elected, the speaker of the preceding Lok Sabha. Preceding Lok Sabha means the one who was before the new Lok Sabha is formed. The old Lok Sabha speaker remains as the speaker. So till a new speaker is elected, the speaker of the preceding Lok Sabha presides over its session. Okay, so according to our constitution, the Indian constitution provides that when the house is dissolved, the speaker shall not vacate his office. Okay, he will remain in his office and he remains in office till the new speaker is elected by the new Lok Sabha in its first meeting. Okay. So here's the speaker is elected as well as the deputy speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha from among its members. So if the question is asked how the speaker is elected, you have to mention Speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected soon after the newly elected Lok Sabha meets for the first time from among its members. Okay, once again repeating here how the speaker is elected. The speaker of the Lok Sabha is elected soon after the newly elected Lok Sabha meets for the first time from among its members. And this new speaker is elected for a term of 5 years. Have you understood here? The next you have his removal. How the speaker is removed. The speaker, see, he can resign, he can see how the seat becomes vacant. The speaker's seat becomes vacant due to his resignation. The resignation from his post can be on health ground or on other ground by submitting his letter of resignation to the deputy speaker. So to whom he is handing over his resignation? To the deputy speaker. Okay, on health ground or maybe some personal reasons. Okay, the speaker death occurs, his post becomes his seat becomes vacant if the death occurs, and he can be removed by passing impeachment motion. And who has a power to remove him? The Lok Sabha has a power if majority of the members pass a resolution to this effect. So how he is removed? By passing impeachment motion. So resignation, death and impeachment. The seat becomes vacant. The next powers and functions of the speaker. Proceedings of the house. He presides over the meetings of the house. He allots time for discussion. These points are very simple and it will come as a 2 mark question or 1 mark question. Who is the presiding officer of the meetings of the Lok Sabha? Then you will mention the speaker. Who allots the time for the discussion? So, the speaker. The speaker has the final say regarding all rules and procedures of the house. Okay. Then we have the bills. All bills passed by the House are signed by the Speaker before they are sent to the upper house or the Rajya Sabha or to the President for assent. All the bills are after the Lok Sabha passes the bill, it is signed by the Speaker before they are sent to the upper house or to the President for his signature. Then Speaker decides the admissibility of all resolutions, bills, questions and motion. Okay, we have several motions. Uh, he can adjourn the meeting of the Lok Sabha. So who adjourns the meeting of the Lok Sabha? It is adjourned by the Speaker. He admits important motions. We have several motions. Okay, like no confidence motion, adjournment motion, censor motion. So like this, we have got so many motion. Who admits important motion? Okay, no more confidence motion or adjournment motion or other motion. It is admitted by the Speaker. He calls for votes on bills, resolutions, and motions. Okay, you will be studying about resolution, you'll be studying about motions in a separate heading. So, there you will understand what is this resolutions, what is this motion. Right now, you understand here who calls for a vote on all the bills. It is by the Speaker. So, here we have two types of bills, ordinary bill and the money bill. So, but then who decides whether a particular bill is a money bill or not? It is by the Speaker. That Speaker decides whether a particular bill is money bill or not. He can adjourn the House if it lacks quorum. Quorum again will be having a separate minimum number of strength to be present to transact its daily business. This quorum will be doing as a separate topic. What is quorum? So when it lacks quorum, when the Lok Sabha lacks quorum, the Speaker has a power to adjourn the House. So you studied about the proceedings of the House. Now the next is disciplinary function, how the Speaker maintains discipline in the House. So who maintains discipline? It's very simple. The Speaker maintains discipline. How? The Speaker maintains order and decorum in the House and he can suspend a member in case of misconduct. In case of disorder or unruly behavior by a group of members, he can adjourn the House also. In words used by members are obscene or indecent or unparliamentary, the Speaker may order to be expunged from the proceeding of the House. He has a final say regarding a case or a matter relating to breach of privilege or contempt of the House. Then the decision of the Speaker is final with regard to question whether the members stand disqualified under the anti-defection law or not. Again, you will not be able to understand what is this anti-defection law. We'll be doing as a separate heading what is this anti-defection law. Okay, so we studied about the election of the Speaker, how the Speaker is elected. Then you studied about how the Speaker is removed by passing impeachment motion and how the seat becomes vacant, resignation, death, and impeachment. Then proceedings of the House you studied, where you studied that he is a presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. Okay, you studied that the bills passed by the House are signed by the Speaker before they are sent to the upper house or to the President for the assent. You studied where he decides the admissibility of all resolutions, bills, questions, and motions, and lot of things you have studied. You study disciplinary. He maintains discipline in the House by suspending the members in case of misconduct. Okay, he can also adjourn the House in case of disorder or unruly behavior. And in words used by members are obscene or indecent or unparliamentary, the Speaker may order to be expunged from the proceedings of the House. So please go through and learn the topic which is explained in the class. Please, thank you.